I'm going to show you how to set up a website quickly and easily using WordPress. Let's begin by visiting www.wordpress.com. OK, here we are. We'll start by entering the name that will form the address of our new site. For the purposes of this demo, we'll set up a free subdomain of WordPress. In the real world, you'll be able to pay to register a proper domain name that doesn't include the wordpress.com part. We've chosen a name, so let's click Create Website. Now we need to enter an email address and then select a username and password. We're told that we can choose a custom domain name at a fixed price, although I wouldn't recommend you go for this option until you know for certain which address you'd like your site to have. Remember that a wordpress.com subdomain is free and is ideal while you're getting up to speed. You can always register a proper domain name afterwards. OK, we're going to scroll down the page and click Create Blog, even though we're not really going to be using this site as a blog. Next, we need to enter some basic details about our new site. Now we need to choose a theme. Let's pick the first option. This theme is free, but not all of them are. We'll get a chance to customize our chosen theme, but there's no need to do this right now, so let's move on. The system will assume we want to share blog posts on social media, but as I said before, we're not really bothering with blogging here, so I'm going to skip this step. And that's the initial setup part done. We'll now receive an email containing a link that we need to click in order to verify our new account. Once we've clicked the verification link, we'll see a screen that lists all of our WordPress sites. We can create as many of these WordPress sites as we wish and access them all through a single account. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Right, let's start playing with our new site by visiting the WordPress dashboard. Here we are in the dashboard, and we can see a host of options running down the left-hand side of the screen. There's also an additional admin navigation bar running along the top of the screen. You can have a reasonable guess at what most of the menu items will let you do, but there's one important point that we should make clear now. The Posts section should be used for writing and publishing blog posts. The Pages section should be used for writing and publishing standard website pages. Now, we're not focusing on blogging in this video, so all our activity is going to be restricted to the Pages section of the dashboard. OK, let's click Pages and see how it all works. There's a ready-made About page that's created automatically by the system, but I'm not going to bother with that for now. Let's create a new page of our own, so we'll click Add New. For the most basic of pages, all we need to do is enter a title and then add some content in the big white box. We can save our work by clicking Save Draft. And then we'll click Preview to see what the page looks like. And there it is. Now, this is where the top navigation bar comes in handy. Our site visitors won't be able to see this bar, but we'll be able to see it whenever we're logged in, and we can use the bar to switch between the public-facing side of the site and the backstage area that controls the show. Let's hover over the name of the site in the top left corner and then click Edit. We'll now be taken straight back to the page we were creating a moment ago. OK, let's make some amendments to this new page. We'll change the title and add some more text. And we'll also add an image to the page. To do that, we click the Add Media button. Now we'll see a prompt to select a file to add. Clicking Select Files will let us browse for files to add to our site. Here we've selected a logo, and we just need to click Insert into Page to add the image to our page. If we click Preview, we can see the result. Let's use the top bar again, but this time, instead of clicking Edit to adjust the current page, we'll click Dashboard. This will take us back to the main dashboard screen, and from here we can visit whichever section takes our fancy. OK, let's click Pages again. Now we'll see our welcome page listed and tagged as a draft. This means that only we can see the page. It's not visible to anyone else visiting the site. So let's do something about that. We'll click the welcome link to take us into editing mode, and then we'll click the Publish button. There's a confirmation message near the top of the screen to tell us that the page has been published. So let's see what that looks like. The page now looks almost identical to the preview we saw earlier, but this time a welcome navigation menu item has appeared in the top right corner. And this is something our visitors will see when they come to our site. OK, let's jump back to the Pages section in the dashboard and create another new page. This time we'll make a contact form. All we need to do is click Add Contact Form. And then we'll see a pop-up window with options for customizing a contact form. We don't need to make any changes in order for this form to work. We just need to click Add this form to my post. We'll see that some special code has been dropped on the page for us. We don't need to pay any attention to this code. It's just important that we don't delete or change any of it by accident. Let's be brave and publish this page straight away. Now we can click View Page and see the result. And here's our contact form. WordPress knows who we are because we're logged in, so our contact details are pre-populated in the form. A real visitor would have to fill in all of the fields and then click Submit to send a message to us. This time we'll make a contact form. A confirmation of the message is shown on screen, and in due course we'll receive an email that looks similar to this. Now there's one very important change for us to make if we're going to run our site as a standard website rather than as a blog. In the dashboard, we need to go into the Settings menu and click Reading. Then we need to set the Front Page Displays radio button to a static page, and then we need to set the Front Page drop-down menu to our Welcome page. We want this to be the first page that visitors see when they visit our site. Finally, we'll click Save Changes and then use the top navigation bar to visit our site. As we can see, this means our welcome page is shown automatically whenever we visit our new web address. As I mentioned before, the dashboard has plenty of menu options for you to play around with, but the Pages section is pretty much all you need in order to get started with a basic website. So, give it a try. I'm sure you'll soon have a professional looking website to promote you and your business. Why not contact me and let me know how you get on?